Welcome back, everybody. On deck today we're going over Magpul's new light mount that you see mounted up here on the rifle. It's a very interesting new light mount. It'll work on any 1913 or Picatinny style rail. It'll mount a ton of different options of flashlights. You see the Elzetta Bravo on there now, but later on in the review we're going to show you some other ways to set it up. Very versatile system. So far I really like it. It is it's just rock steady on there. But what we're going to do is just keep doing some shooting here like you've seen in the beginning of the video. Take it inside, take a closer look at it, and basically take a look at the function and what I think of it overall. But for now, we'll get back to keeping on putting those rounds down range. When you get the rail light mount in, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get your base piece here, which corresponds with this piece to actually screw onto the rail. You get your upper section here. This is for adding any sort of handheld light, which we'll talk about here coming up in a second. You get two screws which attach this and put tension on these rings. Again, we'll get into that in a minute. You get these two short screws here for attaching your Surefire scout lights. We'll show you how that works as well. The base is a cantilever design. This here is a left-handed model, but they do come in both left-hand and right-hand. If you look here at the screws on the base, you'll notice they are the new Magpul style with both the hex key and the flathead screwdriver adjustments on there. And this section will accept any sort of 1913 style rail mounted lights. So for instance, the TLR1 here, just put it on there, tighten it down, and you'd be ready to go with your thumb being able to rest right here on the thumb rest, which is a textured piece, and that way you can just activate the light as you see fit and get right back on the thumb rest when you don't need it. The rail section up front will also accommodate the Surefire X300 series of lights and the Surefire Scouts. For those of you guys with that light, these little screws right here will mount right through the bottom into your mount on your Surefire Scout lights, both the 300 series and the 600 series. To the best of my knowledge, the 620 series will not fit though. The only rail mounted light that I know of that won't fit on there besides the 620s is going to be your Enforced WMLs. If you take a look here at how you'd mount it up, align the slot, what's going to happen here is the actual base right here of the light mount will hit the base here of the cantilever mount. I'm not sure if you guys can see how it's actually interfering, but there's about maybe 2 millimeters difference. Clearly you could easily modify either that or the rail mount here and it would fit, but as it comes from the factory it does not fit. To attach your standard handheld type lights, what you need to do is take your base here, this little piece that goes over it, take your ring, and you're just going to get the screw here started in the threads there. And you're going to do the same for both. Once you have those two screws started, you're just going to grab your handheld light, put it through the rings, get it to wherever you want it to mount at, and you're just going to tighten down these screws, and what that does is it sort of clamps it between the polymer and the actual rings that are on there. Like so. Just a couple things I forgot to mention. First up is going to be price. It comes to market right around $30, give or take, depending on where you find it. It is 100% made in the USA, as all Magpul products are. And another nice feature is when you have it set up, it bends with impact. So when the light is being impacted, it'll actually absorb it. One of the properties of the Zytel infused polymer that Magpul uses. So very nice thing there, especially for those of you guys that are using your rifles in harsh environments. But all in all, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions about the light mount, anything else I talk about here in the channel, you can feel free to post below in the comments section. You can also post over at my Facebook page. But as always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next video.